All right, guys, one of my favorite parts about Christmas is the giving season that we're in, right? I mean, giving gifts is just a part of what Christmas is all about. But there's also incredible opportunities to give outside of just gifts. And again, that's one thing I love about it is it just kind of creates the spirit of giving overall in so many people where it's not always top of mind throughout the year. Now, in my new book, Know Yourself, Know Your Money, I talk about 2 types of givers. And it's really important to understand which one you are because you're gonna see your giving tendencies come up to the forefront, especially this time of year. So the 2 types of givers is your spontaneous giver and your planned giver. So spontaneous givers, you know you're a spontaneous giver if you hear of some incredible cause and you just are like, yep, if I got cash or, take my debit card, I don't care. I'm gonna give. I wanna give, I wanna give, I wanna give. Or you see someone that's in need or you hear a story and you're like, man, I could totally give them and help them in their life. I just wanna do it right now. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, but just you feel the spirit move and bang, you just wanna give. That's it. Yep. I'm a spontaneous giver for sure. We can be a little emotional at times, some would say. But again, I think that emotion is a good thing. I think that there are things about spontaneous givers that are really good. I think for us people of faith, that we really do. We hear and feel the spirit and we want to act on it. It's like right there. But sometimes we can give when we don't need to. But I'm one of these people. I mean, I hear something and you're like, I want to be a part of that. Like, there's so many incredible things going on in the world. I heard about an organization and they buy new cribs for babies in third world countries for orphanages. And I was like, oh my God, yes. Like, why would you not want to give a crib to a tiny infant that is an orphan? Like, yep, I'll give money there. You hear about these organizations rescuing kids out of sex trafficking. And I'm like, take my 401k. That's fine. Like, just take all my money and do incredible things in the world because it is unbelievable. And again, there are so many good things about spontaneous givers that we live life with an open hands and it's really easy to give and we want to be there. But again, at times, it can be unwise if you're not careful. That's when planned givers come in and they have a ton of strength. So you know you're a planned giver if you say, no, there's a set amount of money that I'm going to give and I'm gonna research the organization and be very thoughtful, I'm gonna be very diligent because I don't want my money to go to waste. If I'm gonna give, I want to give with purpose and that I know is going to change someone's life on the other end of me giving this money. I'm not gonna just give to every person that asks. No, that would be unwise. That's more what a planned giver would say. And again, there's a lot of wisdom in that, I'm not gonna lie. Old Winston Cruz, yep, planned giver. So he is really big on like, okay, yes, he wants to give, we give as a couple. But he's like, Rachel, we have to make sure that what we're giving to is legit because I would just give it to any person that asks money, but like, he's like, no, we need to look up their website. We need to look up you can actually look up on people's websites that have a legitimate 403B that you can see their tax returns, you can see their budgets. They all actually legally have to put it online so that you can see. And it's amazing. Like, there was one organization I really wanted to give to, and Winston did his little research, looked it up, and it was like 85% of the money that was being given to this organization was going to administrative costs. Winston was like, see that? Yeah. When we give, we actually want the money to go and help the people. And sure, admins have to be paid, and yes, I get all of that. But you can start to see how people spend money when you give them money. So researching, planning ahead for your giving, very wise. But the downside to planned givers, sometimes they don't feel the spirit move. Sometimes they squash the spirit. When something really is going on inside of them, they're like, no, it's not part of the plan. It's not part of the plan. And they can tend to say no at times. They need to say yes. So Winston and I, in our marriage, we have found a balance. We plan out exactly what we're gonna give to, and we pick 2 organizations outside of our tithe that we love, that we have passions for. They're like, yes, this is what we're going to give to. So it's there. But then we have money set aside that is for spontaneous giving. So if something does come up, there's been some cool opportunities in our life where we get to write a check and help someone out. And it's like, yes, we have the opportunity to do that because we plan for spontaneity that shows up because, well, it does show up. So again, all these tendencies when it comes to money, including giving, if you go extremes on them, it can be unhealthy. So finding a good medium ground really puts you in a position, in this case, to be an incredible, generous giver, but be wise in it. So I wonder what you are. Are you a planned giver or a spontaneous giver? And if you're married, what is your spouse? Because usually you're the opposite, and sometimes that can cause friction. So knowing what you are, living in the strengths, living in the weaknesses really does help with giving. And again, it's the Christmas season, so there's a lot of giving going around, which is really fun. Now, if you want to pick up my new book, Know Yourself, Know Your Money, we dive deeper into this topic. So you can go to rachelcruz.com. It ships the beginning of January, and it's all about understanding yourself, and it's really important to do all year long. But starting off the new year, it's a good thing to read, so you can check it out.